Uh,
Oh, we gonna talk about it though. We live.
what are you waiting on a super chat or something?
I'm trying to get it to come up. It's taking forever to come up.
Oh,
Never use plastic. Put it with my little stash.
Why is it just doing this? What the fuck? Oh well. Yeah.
son, is there a such thing as sex therapy?
Yes.
Yeah. Where the hell did the video go?
What do they do there?
I don't talk about sex. Man, this was sex edition.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. I'm not asking you anything ever again. You always got some crazy shit to say. Sex, that's it. The fuck ever.
All right, you ready?
I was born ready.
Oh, whatever. Here we go. So, what we do it? I normally say.
Dog, you supposed to do this before we start.
I know. My bad. My bad. All right.
Your ass is so ghetto. What the fuck?
Oh yeah. Oops. All right. What up? What up? What up? What up? This your boy Comedic Energy,
It's your boy Cray New.
and this is the Dirty
30.
The Dirty 30. We got a special guest in the building.
How y'all doing? This is Dynasty. Hey.
Dynasty in the building. We move this over a little bit so you can see her a little better. Yeah. What's popping, man?
Man, I'm here to see what y'all dirty mouth radios finna talk about, because I know me. I'm gonna say what you really want to say, but don't.
Right now, shit. Let's keep it dirty.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep it real, keep it raw.
You
Keep
already
1,000. I'm gonna keep it 95 plus a nickel with you.
All right. So tell us a little bit about you first.
All right, so I go by many names. Dynasty is my talk show host name, so I can keep my name under wraps. Prior to that, I just love music. I love making people laugh and, independent vibes all day.
Okay. All right. Where you from?
I'm from Illinois, but I live in the South right now.
South where?
Y'all asking me too many questions and shit. I got motherfuckers online too. Waiting in this video here.
So I guess we'll leave it at the South. All right, good enough.
Chicago, Illinois, huh?
Whew. Man.
Sips tea.
Man, you need to sip too.
Well, all right, so I wanted to talk about something, right? I wanted to talk about the viral video that happened not too long ago with the girl getting flued out, right? That turned into straight.
You want to start with that? Because that's gonna be a conversation. You want to start with I got?
I mean, what you want to do? You want to start with
we
you?
Can start with.
All right, go ahead. Start with you, man. What's up?
All right. Okay. All right. Screw it. All right. So we'll get into the girl getting flued out later. But first off, let's start off by this. Upon one of my journeys last week, I found myself in deep thought. Answering questions. Mm-hmm. And I came up with this question as I did. I wanted to go around and ask women their whole concept and the thought process behind using sex as currency.
What?
Often, right. You say what? But see, as a man, we don't understand this. But this is something that women go through every day. So, like, with women, it's not about money. Nobody ever looks to women for money. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm,
almost as if like with a woman, they're always found in a position where in order to gain some type of ground or some type of success or something that they want in life, they always have to dig in the vault, in the sex vault, and you know what I'm saying, and use sex as a form of currency. And it doesn't, it doesn't just pertain to like
mm.
intercourse and stuff, but like
Appearance and shit.
flirting,
Yeah.
appearances, the way they talk, the
Yeah.
way they walk, the way they carry
Mm,
themselves. It's almost like it's become a currency for the woman in order to progress in society.
mm,
So I just wanted to kind of know, like, because as men, we don't find ourselves in that position. We're always the ones who trying to get it. You
mm,
know, women, a lot of times they come into different business situations. If they want to do music, if they want to start a business, if they want to get some money for something, it's
mm,
always like a transaction there. And it's like, all right, I give you what you want, you know what I'm saying? So long as I like you, you
mm.
know? So you as a woman, like, how often does that come into play? Like, is this a daily thing or is it like every so often? Like, where do you find these places where you have to trade in your sexuality
Your
for
sexual
success?
energy, pretty much. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Well, I say for any woman in the world, whether you here in the US or in the country, you're going to give that off, especially if you take care of yourself. If you coming out there looking sexy, you got on something tight, it's always going to be a sexual energy with a woman. The thing that stops that from manifesting and continuing to grow is how she lets a person know. Like if I check niggas all the time, I go through
Hmm.
the sexual energy all the time. So if you check a motherfucker real quick one time and you let them know that you're not about that, keeping it at a head level, you don't have to worry about that. If you a woman who curious and know how to get what you want, knowing that as long as you got this and this here good thing, you don't need nothing unless you want it, then you're putting that in the atmosphere, given that opposite attraction. Because we can't just say heterosexuals anymore. But if
Yeah.
you're giving out that energy is gonna, it's just a matter of how you stop the process in the beginning before it gets any bigger.
Mm.
So you
So do
find
you?
yourself doing that every day?
Yes, for me, I can't speak for every woman. I give off that energy. I'm bubbly, I'm social, I'm cool. I like to keep myself up. I wear tight clothing. I give off sex appeal. And if my personality goes well with that, it's always going to be somebody that I'm gonna have to check or let know. Hey, we good. It's not like that.
Mm.
Mm,
So from a man's standpoint, being a man, a lot of times I find myself working with a lot of women in different situations like photography and different things like that. And when it gets into like the entertainment industry, it's kind of hard um not to encounter that sexual transition, you know what I'm saying? Because there's always like this, okay, when I'm singing, I gotta be sexy. When I'm taking a picture, I gotta be sexy and stuff like that. So as a man, it's kind of like they already look into you. And a lot of women don't like doing business just off of perceptions anyway. They'll look at me and instantly think, oh, he trying to get at me. You know what I'm saying? Or he trying to use this as a means to
some
get
ass.
right, get some ass when it's like totally platonic. Like I'm really just trying to do business with you. So it's like as a man, it's like I feel guilty before I'm even proven. You know what I'm saying? So like I have to do whatever I can not to take it there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it makes it really hard. It's like you're stepping on eggshells in the conversation because you don't want to make her feel uncomfortable and stuff. You don't want to make her feel like that's what you want. But I feel like, is there ever a point where men and women can just do business and just feel comfortable with doing business without that sexual currency, we'll call it?
But I think I don't mean to cut you off, but I feel like that is also a societal thing.
Mm.
I feel like that's one of those things where, like you said, you're guilty before you even proven innocent. You know, when you first walk out the door, you first meet somebody from the opposite sex, they're already thinking you trying to get some ass. Before you even say anything, it could just be the way you look at them, you know? And the first thing they think, oh, he wants some ass. So it's like, it's truly a societal thing. And that, because I've been in a situation like that plenty of times, a lot of times, right? When all I'm trying to do is really just have a conversation with you. I had an issue like that at work. This girl, she had some nice tattoos. And all I said was, yo, your tattoos look beautiful. And she was like, oh, here we go. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? All I'm doing is giving you a compliment, but you think it's sex. Everything is not a come online, but in this society that we in, it's sex driven. So it's like, I don't know, for me as a man, it's one of those things where I'm gonna just do my best to prove you wrong if my intention is not to be sexual with you. I gotta prove my case every single time.
I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. I'm gonna say it's a mind thing. If a woman been told all her life she look good, you know, she got that conceited mindset, she's gonna automatically assume every time a guy in opposite sex approaches her that they looking at her. You have to be mindful of people's mindsets. You have to look at how they think. And it starts with eye contact when you're talking to somebody, in my opinion, to see how uncomfortable can they hold eye contact. Are they, you know, shy? Can they show me that they stern and firm? And then it goes about the context of the situation, or context, not contacts, but that's how I feel. Everybody talk to me every day. I've accepted it, men and female, but I've come to a point where it's like, I'm gonna have to check him or her. And you do it in a seldom, nice, professional way. With the type of work that I do, I have to do it every day, even if I don't want to. So I think it's about the mindset. You can tell a woman just by speaking a little bit to her, whether she ain't spoke to somebody all day, or if she got a cocky attitude, or she already confident. It just depends on the mindset to me.
So do you think that these dilemmas that we go through with these, you know, these conversations and these interactions that we have with one another, as far as like male and female, do you think they create some type of hindrance and boundary for us as a people to progress?
Yes, because if you're not mature enough to have a conversation with somebody to lay the law down on whatever it is, it's always going to be in the air. And then we've been taught as society and conditioned to say, oh, sex sells. You know what I'm saying? Women have always exploited themselves. So with that in mind, we have to take that out of the context and say, okay, outside of TV, there's people reading, or people digging deeper and coming to it like it's not always going to be like that. So if a guy approaches me, I'm not going to automatically assume he wants me. I'm going to see where his head. I give him a little bit more of my time. Sapiosexualism. I'm a sapiosexual. Before I have any type of intercourse or think about any sex with anybody, I want to know if you can feed my mind. You're not going to walk up to an ugly person and be like, hey, how you doing? Something about that person has to attract you first.
Exactly. Yeah. I just think that, I just feel like it's just difficult. It's just difficult as, I mean, both men and women. Like if you just a genuine guy and you're just trying to progress through life and just make moves and do business and stuff, it's difficult. And you know, on a man's part, and then for a woman is difficult because they're always met with like these barriers, like, oh, you got to do this, or you're not going to be the best #1 singer in the world and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that it's very difficult for us as a people to progress forward when all we have on our mind is sex, and like we're just using sex as a currency to pay for whatever we want. Like if you just want a candy bar from the store, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't got the money to pay for, a simple wave of your titties and shit might change that whole conversation. Or the same thing with a cop stopping you at a you know what I'm saying, at a stop sign or something. You turning a certain way or doing a certain thing or speaking a certain way might get you out of that ticket, you know?
I like when you said might, because again, it goes off that other person's mindset and how they think by showing a little bit. I could go in the store and show my titties and the dude could be so mature that he turned off by that. He like, shorty, what you on. That ain't gonna get you what you need. Then you can have a low vibrational asshole come in there and be like, shit, give her whatever she wants.
Yeah.
And the way that you know that is by giving a little bit of your time. Just a little piece of conversation will let me personally know where your head at. Just a little bit.
So
If I can't even do that, then that tells me that I'm gonna be too much for you.
I wonder what the world would look like if we didn't use sex as a currency. Like, would we just lose our sexual prowess? Would it just, you know what I'm saying?
People would probably say that we are boring. They wouldn't find it would be a lot of Sodom and Gomorrah shit behind closed doors.
You think so?
Yeah.
Damn.
Unless you make it publicly open to give people that comfortability. Us in the world and media has given people so much comfortability to where people try to keep up with the trends. They don't know how to be a non-conformist anymore. Know how to go what you want to do and beat at your own drum. Don't be worried about the next person. And that's what's wrong with teenagers and people in high school. They so worried about getting the clothes or shoes because they're conditioned based on what they see. They don't know how to be their own person. You don't find out who you are until in college, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Unless you had some external circumstances when you're younger and it forces you to grow up fast. But I mean, even then, shit, you don't know who you are. Like, because you're
still trying to figure that out.
Right.
Yeah, you're still trying to figure it out as a child, because once you get to a certain point, people stop treating you a certain way,
Yeah.
But this whole transition is kind of into like what you was about to talk about, comedic, as far as old boy flew in. What they call it? Flew out. I don't know. My ass old as shit. 30.
My ass is too. I had to figure it out myself. Right.
I get lost in the transitions of
I had to.
concepts.
Man. If my sisters was around, they'd be like, "Yo, your old ass can't use those type of words."
So, go ahead.
So the thing is, and this happened like a couple weeks ago. So apparently, the guy flew out this girl. When we say flew out, that means he paid for her ticket wherever she was at to come stay with him. Now, pause for the cause, right? Of course, when he flew her out, he was thinking about sex. He wanted to smash.
Here comes the currency, yeah.
So the whole notion of being flued out that is in everybody's head is, I'm going to fly you out so I can knock that pussy out. For lack of a better phrase, that's kind of what it is, right? I mean, it's Dirty Mouth Radio. We're just going to keep it raw, right? So she said that she's not trying to do that. Right. She wasn't trying to give him no sex. Now, if you listen closely to the video, he says, look, you were here, you were walking around with your titties out, laying in my bed, I was paying for all of this shit, and you're not going to give me no ass? I got to let you go. You got to find your way because you knew what it was from the jump. Now,
did she know what it was from the jump?
That's the question, right? That is the question. And now we have a female perspective on it that can give us some more insight into how it may work, or the female mindset when it comes to being flued out.
The theory behind being flued out.
So before we go in depth into this, are you single?
Yes.
Okay. Have you been flued out before?
Yes, I have.
So can you give us the female interpretation of being flued out?
From jump. If a man finna spend his money and y'all have had a conversation and he didn't set up there and ask for your name and date of birth, because you got to get all that shit before to get a flight and all that, she knew that he wanted some ass. Now, she could have been petty because there's idiocracies between a man and a woman, and said, fuck you, nigga. He might have did something to piss her off, and she decided that she was going to just not give him any. That's what I think happened.
Mhm.
Because anytime you in a long distance relationship and y'all talking amongst find each other out, everything else falls into place. I'm gonna give up some ass if a man flew me out and he paid for it. You know why? Because we had a conversation about it and I had to give you all that information and you paying for it. So I already know that you're gonna want something else.
Mm. What you got, Craig?
I don't know, bro. I don't feel like it's okay. If the understanding is that I'm flying you out to come over here and get some ass, first of all, this whole concept is just fucking. It's just fucking ridiculous
It's an
because
agreement.
I just don't.
It's
I
an
just don't.
agreement.
We're like really going out of our way to get like we're paying for pussy at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we're taking it a step further past pulling up on a corner and picking up a chick, right? So as opposed to like just getting some quick pussy, we actually want the prequel to the sex scene. We want the whole walk through the door, talk a little bit, the whole setup. We want to go through the whole movie before we get to that point.
Yeah.
So like niggas is living in these motherfucking movies and just creating these ideal worlds. But I don't think that it's mandatory for a girl to give some up when she's getting flown out or whatever, right? Because then that just goes into the misogynistic mindset. Like if I pay with my money, then you pay me back with your body. You know, the idea of sexual currency. So it's a woman's preference and she should be able to decide what it is she wants to do. You stupid. I'm sorry, bro, but you dumb for paying for a lot. You're paying for a pussy that's a liability. Like it's not confirmed that you're going to get it or not, you know? At least if you pull up on the block.
Say that again.
I'm sorry. How would we know that? Because I think any man in their right mind that's going to sit up there and pay for you to come out, there was some type of agreement and some type of communication prior to that level. He may have been dumb because he didn't understand how petty or low vibrational they were when they got in that little argument. And he was like, fuck you, bitch, leave. I canceled it. That's being petty because you're upset. If you're a mature person and y'all had a conversation and been talking prior to, she knew what it was. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Whether she chose to give up ass the first night or the second night, it was some agreement to where they were going to have sexual intercourse.
So where do you think the ball got dropped in? Because if you were saying that she was already gonna do it in your, that's how you think, right? So where do you think the ball dropped? What do you think changed in her mindset where she was like, I'm not about to give him no pussy now?
Who, me?
Maybe they went out to dinner and he was flirting with a bitch and she got upset. It escalated and it got into a petty argument. Maybe she didn't want to do what he wanted to do. There was some type of no compromise somewhere. Think about it. I'm tired. I've been drinking all night, but you want to keep drinking. I'm tired. I've been laid out. I'm so sleepy to where we didn't have sex, even though we talked about it that whole day. Just little petty nitpicking stuff that will cause an argument that you can't diffuse because there's nobody there to help diffuse that situation. Then you begin to see the mindsets and the pettiness of people. They not mature enough, because if they were, and he was a good person, he wouldn't have canceled her ticket. He would have cared about her enough to make sure she got home safe because he flew her out there. In the event that he didn't, and he was like, fuck you, bitch, that just lets you know that he was over it, already pissed off because shit wasn't going his way from John.
I think prior to her coming out, I could speak like this because I know a lot of guys who go through this. Like a lot of times, like men have a problem with like communicating exactly what they want, especially when it comes to like sex, because we are always being rejected. So we always have to step on, it's like we're always stepping on these egg cartons. We're trying to be careful because we have to circumvent the idea of having sex so that we can have sex. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of times, like where these guys are fluting or whatever the fuck the preverb or
he flied.
Whenever these guys are doing these things, it's like you talking to the girl on the FaceTime, you doing all this, they showing you all these goodies and stuff. And a lot of girls just like to tease. Like, I don't understand that.
I'm
I
a
don't
tease.
necessarily like to be teased, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? If it's going to lead to something, but most girls just like to tease and they know it's not going to lead to nothing. They just want to explore that sexual
Yeah.
experience. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. But a lot of times, guys, like we don't catch that. We think, okay, because she take these pictures, she a freak, or she do this on the phone, she a freak. She want to give up the goods, but we won't communicate that. We just automatically feel like it's understood. So we get in a position when we buying the ticket, we do this. We think that all of this pretext is for this one reason, and in her mind, she could be petrified of the idea. You know what I'm saying? She could be totally afraid because it is a scary situation for a woman to just
But
fly
she
out
got her
somewhere.
motherfucking ass on that plane though, didn't she?
True.
She ain't say nothing about that.
True.
You wasn't scared to get on that plane, huh?
She wasn't scared to get on the plane, and she wasn't scared to walk around with her shit out. You know, but
Which
I
is
think
why
that
feel-
I think the reason why she didn't give it up is because he was so thirsty. If he would have played it a little cooler, he might have got what he wanted. But once she started seeing that transition, it just started getting further and further and further away from what he wanted. You know what I'm saying?
I think it went deeper than that, though. I think it was a level of thirst, but I also feel like it was one of those things where he thought that the money was gonna get her. Now, granted, we just looking at the video from an outside perspective, but you see, he got the car. You feel what I'm saying? He flew her out. He probably showed her like, yo, I got money, I got this and that. So because I got this money, you're gonna give me this ass. So to a certain extent, I commend her for knowing her worth to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like both sides are wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Both parties are wrong in this situation. Because that was the question I was gonna have y'all have y'all answer who was wrong in this situation. And I feel like for me, I feel like both of them were. I feel like she went in there knowing what the actual situation is gonna be, and she kind of led him on to a certain extent. Because from what you hear, he said you was walking around here butt ass naked, doing all this other shit, you know, turning me on, but you ain't trying to do nothing now. Is that right or is that wrong? You feel what I'm saying? And on his end, you flew her out just thinking you just gonna get the pussy right then and there. If you were a real dude, right, a grown man, you won't have to sit up here and ask for anything. You could show her a good time, and you never know. Them draws might just come off just because she had a good time. You feel what I'm saying? Like you said, you don't have to sit up here and talk about the pussy. You see what I'm saying? The situations and the energy that flows, the pussy can come. The pussy will come. When you don't ask for it, that shit'll show up. But when you do, that shit gone, yo.
And then, but sometimes when you don't ask for it, that's your ass because you missed out. A lot of times it don't come because you don't ask. And a lot of girls just want you to ask.
It depends on the situation, though.
It does depend on it. It depends on the
There's a lot of variables with that.
It
does. A fumble now may mean something greater later too. You see what I'm saying? It's not always bad to fumble the bag right then and there. You feel what I'm saying? A missed opportunity ain't always a missed opportunity in the long run. It's just a missed opportunity for that one moment.
And I bet off that motherfucking camera, when that video was done, they were still talking to each other via text. You fucking asshole. I can't believe you did this. Fuck you, bitch. It's all over emotions. Because if I'm a female and I'm going to be flowed out, I got to know you. We had to talk about it. We had to have some type of communication. I got to make sure my money right just in case, you know what I'm saying, on a mature mindset. These some kiddie shit videos that we saw, right? So we off top, this bitch dumb. And we thinking off top, oh, he bogus as hell. But really behind the scenes, the underdog of it all, there's more to it. Because the way she was talking, she already knew what was going down when he flew her out, whether it was going to be sex the first, the second, or the third night. She knew that some type of sexual energy was going to be in there because ain't no way in hell a motherfucker going to pay for a ticket to fly you out and you ain't giving up nothing.
No bullshit. And
So
airline prices are expensive as fuck right now. Yeah.
they are expensive.
And that's not
So-
currency because she got on that motherfucking plane. She gave him her information. It was sealed then. It took two people to make that transaction work.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess that just goes into a point like, why would you put yourself in that situation? But I guess she was just taking a chance. I mean, we never know what she was thinking because maybe she was thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna go and see what's up and get a feel from him. He might get it, you know. But like I said, he was drooling, bro. Like the way he was talking. Because
Yeah.
at that point, if you didn't get what you want and you felt like she need to leave, why would you drive her to the airport? Why not just get her an Uber? You feel what I'm saying? Or like,
That
why
may
just
have
not?
been, but that may have been a level of respect right then and there too, though.
But he put her on camera and put her on black. First of all, he made himself look like an idiot because it's on
Yeah.
his page. Second
Yeah.
of all, he made her look crazy as hell because now everybody knows who she is. And it's, you know, he was just out of control because he was yelling about it outside the car. He was talking
Yeah.
to TSA officers. You could tell that prior to this,
Yeah.
he was just probably as soon as she got there, he was just horny as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He have no clues. And she was
Yeah.
probably like, I don't know, this nigga might have something or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He was thirsty.
I want to give it to
Thirsty
him,
as
but
fuck.
he just way too thirsty. Like, how often is he really having sex? Because he's way too thirsty for this.
Yeah. So who do
So-
y'all think was wrong in the situation?
Both of them, like you said.
You think
It
both?
take two, you know what I'm saying? It's three sides to every story. So she was wrong for the way that she acted and projected, and he was dead wrong for assuming that she got to open up her legs because you paid for a plane ticket. It's pettiness all the way around.
It is. It truly is.
Hmm.
Well,
I think TikTok was wrong.
The video was wrong. That nigga was
Because
petty
it's just
and bad.
another exploit of our black asses just doing stupid shit.
He said, "What's your name? Fuck you, bitch."
Like, man, she won't give me no pussy. Y'all need to put her back in that plane.
The ego was just inflated,
Right.
deflated, inflated. So he had to show the world,
Mhm.
fuck this bitch. She not gonna play me for his ego.
That's crazy.
That's real shit, though.
So,
Well-
all right, let's flip the script though.
Go ahead.
As a man being flued out,
I think we need
how
to say
does that shit
another-
work?
I think we need to say that for part 2, man.
Cause
You
I'd
gonna
be
give
like,
up the penis?
wash your ass. Had
Get
that
this
ass
shit
ready when I
started.
get home. I got your
Tuck it
favorite.
in.
I got all your delectables, nigga. What time I pick you up?
Oh, my God.
You gonna give me something? If a woman finna pay for some shit, oh
You
gonna
expect
give me
it?
that?
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna let you take a shower. I'm gonna let you chew that first night. I'm gonna be mindful. I'm gonna be considerate. But nigga, like, yeah,
Oh, hell no.
take them clothes off, nigga.
If I get
That's some
flued
bullshit.
out, that
That's
I'm gonna
some
feel like a
bullshit.
floozy.
Yes,
I don't
exactly.
even
Well,
know.
she-
I don't even. I'd
The
be like,
fuck?
this is what you flew.
I'm not gonna
this
fly
is
you
what
out to fucking see you, nigga. The fuck?
Oh!
No.
This
If
is
you
what
come
flew
into the
me
crib
out
and I
for?
didn't spend my money and this the other way around,
Oh.
you're gonna give me
So I have
something.
to come into the
Oh
crib,
shit!
subject myself to certain situations that I may not feel comfortable with.
It may not be the first night, it may not be the second, but before you leave here, you're gonna give me something.
Yo, and you know what's funny
I
about
just
this?
want to be held. I just want to be
And I
held.
just want that
okay?
Cash App money back that I paid for that motherfucking kick.
And you know what's funny about this whole thing? Women are way more savage than men.
You goddamn
ass-
right.
Your ass
Ooh,
ain't getting no
motherfucker.
ride back to the
Thank
airport. She gonna pull up the TikTok and watch your ass walk out the door. Look at this nigga, y'all. I want y'all to see this. He ain't giving me no dick. Go ahead, grab your shit.
And
Hop
this
in
your
that taxi
last
cab. I'm
motherfucking
not
ticket,
getting
nigga,
you.
and your dick small too. You know
Oh
they
my
gonna
God.
you where it hurt.
Hell yeah. They gonna
That
fuck
motherfucker
you
smell like
all.
bust the first night. He got the shower. His
Oh.
still smell like the motherfucking airport. Ooh.
And I'm gonna send this to your wife.
Oh
And
wow.
tell that bitch Janae that I know
wow.
who she is too.
You know, so it's like women are way more savage, but at least he drove her to the airport. I can say that. And he didn't do nothing crazy. He ain't hit her or no craziness like that, you know.
He humiliated her in front of the world. He didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So let
you
me
right.
ask you this then. Have you been in a situation? You say you've been flued out before. So have you been in a situation like that before?
No, because I've known the person that flown me out for years and we had an understanding. And of course,
Mm.
I'm going to make sure I'm straight as a woman anyway, regardless. So I would never get caught up like that. But he was acting funny when I got to the crib because he was tired from work. So I got in my rental car. Yeah, I got a rental and went over somebody else's crib that was in the same damn street.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
I didn't have sex with the other
That's-
person. They was a homegirl, but just let it go. That's
yeah.
okay. You sleepy, you tripping. I got this rental and I'm finna go. You paid for the ticket, that's fine. But I'll be back when you're feeling better.
So then, okay, based on what you just said, right? What are some of the things girls should be prepared for when they fly out and get flued out?
Have your own motherfucking money. Don't be a fucking idiot and go out there thinking that he's gonna do every fucking thing. Be smart, have an understanding because you never know. Didn't mommy and daddy teach you to have something with you just in case?
Yeah. That's facts.
You
That's
know,
facts.
just
You
be
gotta
real
You gotta be
and
responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah, have plan A and B always, no matter if the plan fail or if it's going to go through, always have a backup plan as a woman, first of all, because women are vulnerable as hell. So if you're going to put yourself in a vulnerability situation, you got to make sure you have other plans and action ready just in case.
So let me ask you, Trey, from a man's perspective, what should a man do to be prepared if they flying a girl out?
Prepared for the shit not to go any way that you think that it's supposed to go. Because it's not. It is not gonna go how you think it is. See, like men, you think we about to pull up to the joint, and as soon as she get in the car, she gonna start whopping us over, doing all this crazy stuff.
I mean, if y'all been talking like that though over text, and she said she was gonna do that. You know, like you said, I'm trying to see what that be like. I ain't never had that before. Now, if she's talking like that, then yeah.
You gotta be a certain kind of guy. Because first of all, if a woman, like usually if women do that, it's because they want to, not because they have to. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of girls surprisingly don't like doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if they're gonna be doing getting you fellatio down the highway and stuff like that, you have to be of a certain caliber. You cannot be thirsty, but I would say don't expect shit. You know, at the most, don't fly a woman out with the intentions of having sex with her, because if you fly a woman out with if you don't fly a woman out with the intentions of having sex with her, then you'll find that she'll probably be a lot more willing to do it, and then you won't be portraying yourself as something that, you know what I'm saying, overly horny. You know what I'm saying? You'll be more genuine and calm about things. You know what I'm saying? Certain things won't just tick you off as quick, you know, and realize that she's going to be sexual. You know what I'm saying? And the more that you just let her be free, the more she's going to become comfortable with that. You know, she might give it to you. She might not. She might be on. You might not want it. She might have just did something and now she got something and she's scared to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
Well, let me ask a question then. So you said don't fly anyone out with any intentions. Let's pause that for a minute and let's look at why we flying them out. Are you flying this person out because it's your wife? Is somebody you've been talking to? Is a friend? What is the basis of the whole point of the flight?
It depends.
Well, mostly, it's about the comfort of it's about the companionship. Obviously, you can't find someone there that suits your that complements what it is that you need, you know what I'm saying, or fits the void that you have. So you have to overextend yourself to find someone over the internet or over the phone who's going to fill that void. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's mostly, you want to have sex and you horny and stuff, but when you fly people out when you fly people out with intentions, you'll find that having expectations of people, they're always going to let you down. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't build those expectations,
you'll always be let down.
Right. If you don't have those expectations, then you can be normal. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be extraordinary and all this other extra shit. You can be normal, and then they'll see you for that, and it's more likely to happen, versus you having the intention the whole time. This is all we're gonna do is just have sex here until I leave. Like it's uncomfortable, Me as a man, I don't want to be put in a position where I'm getting flown out and that's all you want from me, because I'm coming out here, leaving my home, leaving the comfortability of my sanctuary and shit. I don't just want to just be all up in your shit all day long and shit. Like I want to get away, So, but I mean, that's just me. Some dudes are just, that's all they can think about. So
that's real. All right, man. I don't know. I think you hit the nail on the head with that shit.
Yeah.
That shit, the whole concept of that shit is just crazy.
It is, because you just paid $300 to. I don't think coochie off the street even cost that much.
Yo, I think he fucked that pussy thing up. I think that they was out there for a while and he just got tired of waiting to give it up. Like, bitch, it's been about 2 days now. I mean, for real, because I've never met a nigga in my life that just gonna fly a bitch out for one night and expect sex right away. We had to talk about it. We're gonna get to that point. You flew me out here, but we going on a date first, nigga. Can I wash my ass? Can I get settled in the room? Can we go out on the night on the town or something? Can I go to sleep next to you because I've been on the plane and shit before we do it? Maybe in the morning, the next day or something. But we don't know how thirsty and how long he been waiting. Has it been 48 hours, 72, or just 24?
Yeah,
there's a lot of unknown variables in that situation. It truly is, and they was wrong.
Probably, yeah.
But she owed him some ass for that ticket. I'm sorry.
You saying she did?
She owed him some ass for that ticket. There was communication about that. The contractual agreement was broken and he got totally upset and his ego. He blasted her because the bitch was playing.
Oh wow.
Oh,
that's funny.
That shit's crazy.
I'm not gonna find on nigga out and he ain't gonna give me, you gonna give me something. We had an agreement then. I did my part. Now what's up? Whether I need you to pay a bill, whether I need you to go help me with this, I'm not flying you out for nothing.
Something's gonna get accomplished here. Okay.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The bitch lost the ticket. You gotta pay the net way back.
And that shit, he canceled the flight on her ass, yo.
Yeah, that's great.
And all the money that he spent trying to bubble her up, get her drunk, get her high, it didn't work. She's gonna pay for that on her way back home.
Yeah. Damn, yo.
And there you have it.
No bullshit.
From male and feminine perspective.
You ever put somebody out, Craig?
Just because? Hell no.
For sex?
I mean, he had to emphasize that question.
I mean,
no.
Never.
I'm not flying. I'm not flying nobody out for sex, bro. It doesn't make sense. Like, there's too many fish in. If I'm that, if it's like that, it's too many fish in the sea, bro. Like, I'm not about to know. I was born in 1988. I don't know. I don't even know how to use. I can't even use Plenty of Fish right, bro. I was on that shit for years. I'm still on that motherfucker. I still don't know what the fuck. I don't have time or money for that shit. And you can call me a broke nigga. I really don't give a fuck. I hope you do think I'm broke, because I'm not about to fly.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Like I like to chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, sex is dope and shit, but it's nothing to me if I can't feel you. You know what I'm saying? If we can't vibe, if we can't chill, then it's like we have sex and now you're sleeping in my bed next to me, and I'm like, I don't like this.
Do I want to or is she getting on my nerves now?
Right. I kind of regretting this. I'm hungry, but I don't want to go get her any food, so maybe I should just get up and say anything. But then when I come back, she's gonna, no, son, it's too much. It's too much.
So
I've never flew a girl out for sex. You said what now?
Have either of y'all ever dated, like, or talked across social media, like put a shot in the DMs and started talking to a girl through social media?
I've
No.
tried.
Niggas
That
in
shit
my
doesn't
inbox
work.
all the time. I don't initiate it. I might
Yo,
entertain it, but you're gonna get left on red after a while.
I feel like honestly, I feel like if a girl does respond to you on that shit, you might want to be careful because she's just, you know, like it's like one of those
Right.
things. It's like reverse psychology. Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
like
You probably
son,
getting
like what
catfished
chick?
out here.
Dog, every girl, I don't care what girl it is. I don't care if it's your girlfriend, wife, friend, dyke, gay, lesbian. Every woman gets like at least 20 fucking hits in their DM from dudes every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, at least 2. Somebody always like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Men, we don't get shit.
Especially during
I go,
homosexual
my shit is
season.
What is
Yo.
homosexual season?
Homosexual
that?
season is when a nigga trying to keep from being homeless during tax season. Homosexual season is
Oh
around
shit.
tax time.
Oh,
A broke nigga, yeah, he gonna hit up the ugliest bitch because he got about 3 months worth of rent and it's getting cold outside. He needs somewhere to stay.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's
shit.
Homosexual. You can look it up. Homosexual is gonna
You
tell
see
you.
this type of stuff? This is what women go through. Like, man, we just, bro, I could show you my shit. Ain't no woman saying shit to me in no goddamn DMs. They barely like my pics. And these is wholesome pictures. You know?
Same
So,
here.
let's
Man.
be
Same
real.
here.
I don't care how good looking of a guy or how ugly of a dude you are, bro. It's not, you probably get like, unless you're a superstar or some shit, you probably getting like at least maybe 1 hit a month or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Yeah.
Women getting that shit every day, son. It's a difference. So they're not gonna respond to you because at this point they're just like superstars and shit. Women are like superstars, you know. It's
But
like
I feel
you
like
can't
that
get all
goes
your fans
into
up.
that goes into the whole I'm not about to reach out to him. We talked about that before. How many girls actually shoot their shot? Girls don't typically do that shit. You know, we've had that conversation so many times with Golden and Sade.
I mean, some women are bold. Sometimes.
So
Yeah.
are you the type to shoot your shot? Or are you the type to just lay and wait for the man?
I'm gonna shoot my shot without talking. I'm gonna put myself in the situation around the person that I like. I'm gonna make sure I'm looking good and I'm looking sexy, and I'm gonna do it confidently, and that's gonna bring that person to me. I don't have to talk and say,
you're not gonna shoot your shot, but you're gonna make it so he shoots his to you.
yes.
And you had it all planned in your head.
And I'm gonna put myself in a situation and put the gear on to get what I want without speaking about it.
Damn.
Using sex as currency. Hey,
damn.
Women get what they want, bro.
Yeah.
Women get what the fuck they want.
Just
bro.
shave your legs, put on something
However
tight,
you
so you
think.
don't look like a can of busted biscuits, and you'll be good.
Damn.
And it works.
Mm-hmm.
It works
every time.
But traditionally, well, I mean, some women do come like vocally and like express like, yeah, you know, like I want to do this to you, do that. But like it's so weird sometimes when girls do that shit. You kind of taken back as a man. You like damn, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know that I feel like a little bit uncomfortable when women do it, but it's like I shouldn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't feel that way about a woman expressing, you know, or communicating how she feels, you know, in that way.
I think the shit's
but you
dope.
be like, I'm the man.
I think it's dope as
You
hell.
think it's dope?
I like that shit. If you like something, go at the shit. You know,
it depends.
It is what it is. No, it is what it is.
Okay.
If you are interested in somebody, right? I look at this shit from a universal perspective. All right. Here's a reason why you came across this person. There ain't no coincidences in life. I don't care what people say. All right. That is me. There are no coincidences in life. Shit happens for a reason. So if somebody's brought into your presence and you are feeling that person, you need to say something because it's there for a reason. You may have been manifesting that shit the whole damn time, but you're not gonna say nothing because you expect him to say something to you. Come the fuck on. Shoot your motherfucking shot. All you gotta do is say hi, how you doing? That's fucking it. He'll do all the work after that. If you look good and you doing your thing.
Okay, let's talk about something real quick. Now, in that same context, y'all comfortable, y'all ready to have sex. She not tripping about no condom, but you don't know her from a can of paint and she all open like, come on. I'd be scared. If I was a nigga,
I'd be scared.
are you care about just going up in the pussy? If the girl don't be like,
I don't know.
That, then you should be worried, nigga.
I agree. I agree.
I mean, I don't know, yeah.
That's risky business, man.
Niggas look for women
It's
to
risky.
be hesitant in those types of situations because it gives them the
Right.
comfortability level. If a woman wide open and y'all first time gonna have sex and she ain't tripping about a condom, don't you go
Yeah. Okay.
like that?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, it's dangerous, but we've all done it. So,
So you missed the opening. You say what you want to say. If I bust my pussy wide open, you didn't trip about laying skin or nothing.
I mean, we all make mistakes. I mean,
Next
shit,
question:
it's the
what was
truth.
y'all drinking on? Did you smoke any line?
We was,
What happened?
yo,
Nigga, you fell in the pussy. Did she hop and skip and jump and fell on it or what?
hey, I tell people all the time. Sometimes you trip up and you don't fall into love. You fall into some shit. You chasing the ass. You trip up and fall into shit, you know? But it happens, you know, especially in college. Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Be careful, bro.
Yeah, you do.
You know, you gotta learn from your mistakes, but we can't say that we can't fake like it don't happen. Because sometimes the mood just be there and you just be lost all in the sauce.
Sometimes, yeah.
But
7 days, your shit started
she's
burning
right.
and shit.
Yo, if a girl ain't tripping about you not being protected, you should be worried. Especially if this is your first time, you know, you should be worried about that.
That's real.
But
damn. Well, this was a great episode that we have like shot all the dirty 30 shit out the window. We've been doing this for well over 30 minutes. But it's all good. And this is probably not the last time we're gonna have Dynasty on here and shit. You know?
Right. More like dirty 130.
Yeah. I appreciate your presence on the podcast.
Hey man, thanks y'all for having me. I appreciate it. Much love.
Yeah, without a
Dynasty
doubt.
For coming out. You are definitely a personality that.
Oh, go ahead. Go on. I'm sorry.
I was like, thank you, Destiny, for coming out. Dynasty for coming out. You are definitely a personality that we need on this show. I'll be interested in doing more events with you.
I'm down.
Without a doubt. With that being said, this is your boy Comedic Energy.
Dynasty.
Your boy Cray Newt.
And we out.
Hey.
Out, peoples.
Peace.